Warning: the following may contain death linen. Join fantasy authors Phil Tucker, Timandra Whitecastle, David Benem, Benedict Patrick, and Josiah Bancroft as they roll dice and take on the bad guys in a game of Dungeons and Dragons. 5 authors, 5 worlds, 1 adventure. It's time to get crit-faced. Previously on Crit-Faced, although the house our heroes are exploring continues to seem empty, something does not seem entirely right. As they continue to make their way up the stairs, they look for signs of the monster they were warned about.
Shall we continue up the staircase?
Sounds good.
Are we continuing up the staircase in the same way? Are we draping the axe again?
I think that's a good idea.
Okay. Did you last time you took stealth checks? That was before you attacked the suit of armor. Are you going to continue?
I think that's a good idea. Also.
Yeah.
Okay.
14.
24. 2.
15.
Okay.
So you put on the roller skates.
I think Lord Talford might fall. Sort of halfway up or something. Oh no! Giving a shout. So again, I think you did this last time. You were kind of using, letting a little bit of the light of Kellen's axe sort of peek out from the bottom. You can see that the staircase ends up here. The balcony that it ends upon is smaller than the other one, although it's still finely decorated. Oak panel walls with woodland scene with falling leaves and stuff like that. It's very fancy. There's a nice black suit of armor this time, which you could attack if you wished, Kellen. Now there's double doors to the north of this balcony and a few other smaller nondescript closed doors off of it. The big difference here is that this balcony is covered in dust and draped in cobwebs everywhere you can look.
Do there appear to be any footprints?
None.
So the servants obviously neglected this floor.
Are there any spooky looking portraits of people?
No spooky looking portraits of people. As you sort of look around, though, you do notice that in the oak panel walls, the woodland scene, some of the trees do have tiny corpses hanging from them.
Oh, charming.
Mm-hmm.
We do that to our Christmas tree.
Deck the house with tiny corpses. Okay, so yeah. What do you guys want to do? I don't know.
I vote for the double doors.
Okay, sure.
Okay,
let's do it.
Okay. As you step forward onto the balcony, a grinding noise begins to emanate from the black suit of armor standing on the opposite wall. And much to your surprise, it takes a step forward and raises its spike-studded fist at you and moves to attack. So for the first time ever in this adventure, please roll for initiative.
Yay!
Hey!
Oh, 23.
Okay. Kellen, 23. Okay.
15.
15 for Sonna.
11.
Okay. And Talfin?
12.
12. So the order of combat is going to be this. Kellen's sort of natural instincts are going to let him go first, but then the suit of armor, and then Master Sonna, Lord Talfin, and Jean Marlemay is taking up the rear. So Kellen, what's the plan?
Number 1, I'm going to go into a barbaric rage.
Oh boy.
What's that look like?
Okay. my eyes roll back for a moment into my skull. Just snarling and spraying spittle everywhere. And I look kind of like He-Man when he would raise the sword and shout to the power of Grayskull. Or by the power of Grayskull.
Brilliant.
And I'm going to attack the suit of armor with my axe.
Excellent. Yeah, it's only, it's only about 10 feet away from you, so well within melee range if you want to run up to it. So go for it. Make your roll.
All right. 19.
19 does hit. Do you want to roll your damage?
Ah, shoot. 7.
7. Okay. Okay, well done. In response, the armor it doesn't have a weapon. It's not holding a weapon, but it does take a swipe at you with its fists. And it seems to be moving both of its arms at the same time. So it's going to hit at you twice. So the first punch, I imagine, goes wild with 7 versus your AC.
Correct.
Okay, the second one, aiming for your guts, gets 18 versus AC.
That hits.
That hits and smacks you for 5 bludgeoning damage. Okay. That's it. So we're on to Master Sunna.
Oh, wait.
Yes.
One of the things about rage,
Oh, yeah.
it says I have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage.
Okay.
I don't know what that means.
Resistance means that you only take half damage.
So is that a 2.5, 2 or a 3?
I believe we round up in D&D, so all numbers round up. So, cool. Is that what your benefit of your rage gives you?
That and extra damage.
Okay. Did you apply the extra damage?
I did.
Okay. Cool. Okay, Master Sunna.
So the armor is like step forward.
It has, yeah, and
can I move behind it?
Yes, certainly.
So then I'll sneak behind it, and I'm not exactly sure. Can I sort of try and disarm it? Like, is there anything in it?
It doesn't have it's just attacking with its spiked fists.
Okay.
Why, is there something you're trying to do?
Sort of like So the last armor that we collapsed had nothing in it. So yes. I'm sort of wondering whether there's actually like an attacker within this piece of armor, or whether it's sort of like powered by nothing.
Sure.
Or
you could you can speak to it if you wish. While you're attacking, as a free action, you could speak.
Okay. So stop. In the name of love.
Oh gosh, it's not going to work.
It was about to stop. I'm sure of it.
Well, we'll never know. It doesn't stop, and it doesn't really respond to you in any way.
Okay. Then.
That was your best shot.
Yeah, I'm sorry. No. I'm totally.
You're still done.
I'm out of ideas.
You still have all
we
your
can't
actions,
win.
So.
Just please combat.
You've used your move action. You've still got your main action.
Got the So I'll attack with the with my short sword. Actually, I don't think a quarterstaff will probably not be of much use. So I will take out my short sword and try to cut its head off.
Right, excellent. Go for it.
There you go.
Go big.
Okay, hang on. This is 30 plus 5 is 18.
18 hits. How much damage do you do?
So it's D8 plus 3 is 11.
11 damage.
Wow.
So big dent in the neck. The head does not come off, unfortunately, but there's a big dent in there. And is that you done? Do you have something else?
I do have a bonus action, so I'm just going to do the whole shebang again.
Okay.
From the other side, on the backswing.
Okay. Is the bonus action the same? Is it attacking with your sword again? Or
Yes.
yeah. Okay.
Oh no, because the bonus action is just only unarmed.
Okay. So I think that means that you can attack because your short sword's one-handed. So I think the way it works because you're a monk. So basically you get to do your sword attack and then follow up with a left hook, basically.
With a roundhouse kick.
Yep. So the roundhouse kick.
Which I totally bungle because I just rolled a 1.
Yes, you do bungle. So
With +5, that would be 6.
okay, no. Probably does. I mean, you probably make contact with it, but it's just a solid. It's a solid object basically.
Piece of metal.
Absolutely.
That sounds painful to kick.
Yeah. Lord Talfin, it's you.
All right, I'm
Kicking it doesn't seem to work.
24 with my fire bolt for a total of 1 damage.
What? It does seem to singe the metal. But other than that, that's it. Okay, is that you?
That's me.
That's you. The firebolt. Jean Marnomet.
I'm going to fire my light crossbow with a 13.
No. The bolt does actually hit the armor, but it ricochets off it. It's it obviously just wasn't enough to pierce it.
Right.
Okay, is that you?
That's me.
Okay, top of the round. This is round 2. We're back to Kellen. Kellen, you've got a big suit of armor in front of you. It's taken a bit of damage, but it doesn't seem to really have made a big difference.
Please don't propose any more loves. Just don't talk to it. Just kill it. Kill it dead. Go for the head.
The head does have a big dent.
Rage lasts 1 minute.
Yes, you are still in rage. Every round of combat lasts seconds. So.
Oh, okay. All right, I'm going to attack with my great axe.
Okay.
Oh, yes. 22.
22 definitely hits.
Ten
10 damage. What? So, if you were going for the head of the suit of armor flies off and smashes against the northern wall close to the double doors. The suit of armor seems to be still moving, however. So do you have anything else you can do, or is that your go over?
I'm just still very angry and enraged.
Excellent. So the suit of armor continues to attack despite the loss of head, and it swipes at you again. First attack is 19 versus your AC.
That hits.
So it's probably hits you on the shoulder, drawing blood for another 5 bludgeoning damage.
Which is 3.
And then, yes, that's right. And then it also gets 9 versus AC with its left arm.
That'll miss.
No, so that's it. Master Summit, the head is gone. The armor is still animated.
We shall attack it.
Okay.
Obviously.
Go for the legs. The legs.
Is it like a? Okay, so it's a piece of armor. So there's like a breastplate.
Yes.
Is there can I cut between the breastplate and the like loin guards and?
Yeah. You can try. I mean, the breastplate sort of fits over the way it sort of works in a carapace type way. But you can certainly try and go for that crack that's there.
Okay. 15 plus 5 is 20.
20 hits.
Okay, so that's D8 plus 6. 6 plus 3 is 9.
Okay, would you like to describe the death scene of this suit of armor?
Ooh.
So the sword sort of passes through the nothingness within, and there's a crack and a pop, and then he sort of like does the shimmy shake and collapses.
Okay, and yeah, absolutely. The armor collapses, unlike the one downstairs that was bravely shot by Kellen. This one has nothing inside it, holding it up, and you've got lots of armor pieces, black armor pieces, lying around the room. Congratulations!
Now we know why the servants didn't clean up here.
Indeed.
Okay.
But it's definitely dead, right? I mean, it's not like
it's not like
rebuilding.
it can't like resurrect and.
I don't know. I've never seen a suit of armor animate itself, so
Maybe we can at least just gather it up and throw it out one of the windows.
Dump it on the balcony.
Sounds reasonable.
okay. There are no windows in this hallway at the moment. It's Kellen's axe is the only light source.
Okay.
How about the double doors? Actually, do you need healing, Kellen?
I'm okay. I could use a short rest, I think, maybe once we've looked in the next room.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Then let's look in the next room.
So where are we going, guys? There's quite a few doorways here. You've got the bigger double doors, are they? Certainly the main doors here, but the others are just as viable choice.
Should we go for the dramatic finale at the double doors or work our way up to it? How patient are we feeling?
Double doors.
Double door.
The double doors here, guys, these have sort of dusty panes of stained glass resembling windmills on them.
Any images in the stained glass? Anything nice and picturesque and cozy?
No, it's a bit impressionistic, so there's no detail.
All right.
It's sort of a mercy, really, when you think about it. Given the
We've seen enough.
gruesome sort of...
Sorry, can we see anything beyond the glass moving or?
No, you can tell there are windows in the next room, so that grey light is in there, but other than that, nothing.
If we knocked in the stained glass window, we could peer into the room with the door still being closed, and then shoot our crossbows at whatever's inside it. Pretty good.
I do like that. That sounds like a great idea.
Yeah, and then if it's someone that we want to talk to, say, "Oh, sorry, we mishandled the door. We went to
right.
Our mistake," and then we open it.
I'm just a dumb waiter.
Is this not the bathroom?
Yeah, I think that's reasonable. So we just open up a little parapet for ourselves to shoot from, and then we just let's do it.
Yep. All right. So tap in the glass and knock in a couple of holes.
Who's doing that?
Who has a
I'll
crossbow?
do that.
I have a crossbow, but I'm just not very handy with knocking in windows. I haven't had much practice. I could have help with that.
Here, wrap a cloth around your elbow.
Okay. All right.
All right. Get some padding.
That's done.
A sharp tap.
A sharp tap. Okay, so I'm going to try
Can you
this.
do it in the character of Madame Rousseau?
Please don't sully this moment. I think that this is not the time for Madame Rousseau, but I would take feedback on the performance here. So I'm going to go for the window with my elbow.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Authoritative, but also dramatic.
Sharp tap.
Okay.
Yeah.
is
Dramatically.
like a snap?
Okay. On
Snap.
3. 1.
At the same time, you have your crossbow ready, please.
I've got my crossbow ready.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
you do
Yes.
You tap,
Okay.
and then I'll step into the hole.
With the okay. All right. So we all ready?
Yep.
Here goes. And
Lights,
yes.
camera, no, lights, footlight.
And elbow.
And elbow.
Strike.
Yes, smash! You smash a hole in the window, the stained glass window.
I did it.
Topper claps you on the back.
I
And then
knew I had
steps
it.
up, peers inside the bedroom.
It is a bedroom, and it's much like the hallway. Sorry, that you're in now is caked with dust. There were burgundy drapes trying to cover the windows, but they seem to have half rotted away now, just sort of leaving sort of rags basically lying from the windows. You can see there's some fancy furniture in here. It's a big double bed as well. Certainly you get the impression this is the master room of the house.
No
There's
movement.
no one in.
No. There's some
Can we
broken,
see the bed?
some broken glass lying on the floor.
Can we see some the main bed?
Yes, it's a 4-poster bed, and it's got some sort of gossamer drapes across it, that are covered in mold. Sorry.
Can we see through the drapes? Are they gossamer enough?
Yeah, they are. There's nothing in the bed. The bed is not in great condition. It has much like the rest of the fabric in this room. It's covered in rot and mold.
Well, I'm a little disappointed. I thought after that, I think strong entrance. I thought it was strong, and I will take notes. But I felt it was strong. This is not the result I was hoping for.
Obviously,
maybe it's something that'll be triggered.
You can't see the entirety of the room at the moment. The bed and the windows are really the main from your position on the other side of the glass.
How about we throw in a piece of armor and see if motion triggers a trap or something?
There's
like they did with the...
certainly enough room to throw through a bracer or something like that, a gauntlet.
Yeah,
fine idea.
Throw in a gauntlet.
Yes, you throw in a gauntlet. It hits the floor and stays there. Nothing else happens.
If this is someone's just private bedroom, we are behaving very oddly. First we broke the window, and now we're just throwing metal garments in there. Perhaps we should just enter.
I open the door and gesture for you to go first.
Okay.
I tip my hat. Thank you, sir.
The gust of the door opening sends a sort of a storm of dust across the floor. It was caked in a thick layer of dust. Other than that, nothing else happens.
Jean strides in quite boldly.
Okay. So
and begins to critique the furniture.
You've got the four-poster bed. On the western wall, there's yet another fireplace. This fireplace has, on the floor in front of it, what used to be a tiger skin, but it is now also in a state of severe decay. There's a portrait of the children's parents hanging above the mantelpiece here. There's a sort of a vanity sitting on the eastern wall, sort of empty wardrobes as well. We jewellery box you can see sitting on top of the vanity.
Well, I don't want to critique anyone's decor. Vanity's okay, but let me just check out this jewelry box just to see what is inside it.
It's certainly a very fancy looking box, made of silver, a bit of gold filigree. You actually think that the box itself would be worth, a decent amount of money.
There's nothing to see over here. Can I open the box?
You certainly can.
Okay.
So it contains three gold rings, and they obviously are worth a pretty penny. But what particularly catches your eye is a thin platinum necklace with a sort of a topaz pendant in it, and you guesstimate that it would be worth roughly what you're used to making in a year on the stage.
I very quickly pocket two of the rings in the topaz necklace, and then I turn to the group and say, I found a gold ring. It's very, very valuable. This is the group's. This we share. This is treasure for us. And the box is also mine. So the ring we share, the box is mine. And there's nothing else in it.
Okay.
So do we have a treasurer from here on out? So is anyone taking notes?
I will be glad to hold on to the ring for all of us. I'll just put it on. Oh, it fits nicely. It looks so handsome. That's quite nice. You know what? I'll hold this for all of us.
We do have a group
forever.
We do have a group treasurer somewhere, don't we? Didn't we?
Do we? I don't know.
I did it last campaign.
I think the rule is
relinquish the duties to someone else for this campaign.
I think the rule of thumb is whoever has a burglar's kit should also be the treasurer. And as the one with the burglar's kit, I feel that's a natural match.
Okay.
Okay, that worked out well. They went for it.
Okay. The dumbwaiter is also here.
All right, I go to the windows and peer outside. Is it just mist?
It is.
And inside the dumbwaiter?
There's no mist in there. It's just it's an empty shaft. You can see the pulleys, not the pulleys, the rope, the rope. So it would be involved in the pulley system, but there's nothing else in there. There's a cord close to the dumbwaiter, hanging from the wall, which you assume would be pulled to signal.
I pull.
Is the vanity? Oh yeah, sorry.
Oh,
no,
you, sorry.
I just I
Pull
signal
the
it. It's
board.
time for. Yeah.
Sorry, did you pull the bell?
I
Lord
did.
Halfren did, yes.
I see. The nothing happens.
Oh well.
Does the vanity is it like a woman's vanity,
Yes.
like with the drawers that might fit a certain iron key that we picked up?
No, there are no drawers on this vanity. The jewelry box was the only item of storage. There's a mirror on top of it.
There wasn't much in it.
Okay.
Quite disappointing, if you ask me. I think we should probably do a perception or investigation, or are we done in this room? What do you think?
Take a quick peek. I got a 2. I'm going to swap out my die.
I have a 6.
16.
10.
No, you don't find anything of note. The wardrobes are all empty. Everything is in. You can tell it has been at least a few months, possibly a few years since somebody has set foot in this room, based on the state of decay and the level of the amount of dust that you can find here.
Well, maybe we should be looking for the children's room, since they're the ones who have been yanking our chain.
We still
Right.
have 3 doors left.
There are 3 doors. That's right. There's one in the southern wall, which based on the of the main sort of hallway on this floor, which based on the other rooms that based on the layout of the other floors, that would lead to a larger room. So you suspect then the 2 that are set into the western wall probably lead to smaller.
Why don't we do the smaller chambers first before we, see what's in the southern room? That's my suggestion.
Agreed.
Okay.
Okay.
So we'll proceed to the first one.
Yeah, the first one just opens up into a dark mold sort of filled bathroom. There's a wooden bathtub with clawed feet. There's a wee cove with a wee stove with a kettle on top of it. There's a cistern. There is a tap here in the eastern wall.
I don't want to speak out of turn, McGrag, but this is something that you might benefit from. We could give you 15, 20 minutes if you would like to soak.
In the mold?
It will improve whatever is happening over here.
Harsh, but probably fair.
The man has a deadly fog.
Okay.
You keep your rose water to yourself.
Ooh.
Is
Okay.
there anything?
All right. Next room. Well, investigation. Why not?
Yeah.
Just quick. I got 19.
Well done.
You investigate.
Thank you.
I got a 2.
Nice. I've been there.
Okay. No, there is nothing of import in this smelly old room.
But
Well,
we thoroughly checked the commode, so that's good.
Well
I'm
done.
not getting attacked on that angle. All right. Next door.
Next door just leads to what seems to be another storage room. There's a few shelves in here of sort of moldy, what seems to be bedclothes. There's a broom sort of at the far end of the wall. That's it.
Does anyone else notice that this house gets distinctly less charming the higher we climb? I say we go no higher. Like, that's just...
You don't want to crawl up on the roof?
I don't want to know. It's going to be awful.
I got a terrible investigation in this room. Anyone want to?
18.
What are you investigating? What are you doing?
For
The latest room?
Yes.
What are you?
servant's broom cupboard. Maybe
What?
there's something cool in it.
Like, what are you doing?
Yes. I rolled a 18 plus 1, so 19. I'm feeling about the walls for some hidden lever that will spring some sort of hidden passage,
Okay.
perhaps.
As you do so, the broom against the far end of the wall
Uh-oh.
whips up and whacks you in the face. Let's roll for
That's rude.
roll for initiative, please.
Oh, no.
We're going to
That's
fight a
rude.
broom?
6.
18.
So 6, 18.
1.
17.
Wait a second.
Be right back.
Sorry, Jean, what did you get?
1.
I see. So we're going to say that this broom gets a surprise attack on Jean, who seems to have been first in to investigate it. So it's going to hit you 2 times, as sort of like a slap on either cheek. Or that's certainly what it's going for. The first slap aimed at your head gets 11 versus AC.
Nope.
Nope. So you obviously duck that one, and then the next one gets 13 versus AC.
So my AC is 13, wasn't it?
So basically, I think what happens is that you sort of duck the first swipe and you raise your head with a grin just in time for the second swipe to connect with you. So you take 5 bludgeoning damage to the face.
Oh,
What?
And because
his career is over.
This broom is trying to kill me.
And because that was a surprise attack, basically now what happens is the surprise round's over and we're going into the normal round. The broom actually got the highest initiative roll. After that, it's going to be after that, it's going to be Kellen, then Lord Talfrin, then Master Sonna, and then finally, poor gobsmacked, literally gobsmacked, Jean Mortimer.
I die by broom.
The broom. Sorry.
Did it knock his top hat off?
That's up to Jean. That's up to Jean. So the
It's
broom.
at least cockeyed, I'd hope.
for this round, the broom sort of spins round on itself and is actually now poking at you sharply with the handle. So the first attack gets 20. 25 versus AC.
To miss.
He's going to be killed by a broom.
Jean, on you, Jean.
Vignomy.
25.
Of course it's a hit.
All going to be killed by a broom.
So 25 versus AC
It's
on
the
you.
worst thing I've ever heard.
I assume that hits.
Yes.
Yeah. So you feel like something pop in your gut. So it's another 5 damage, but this broom actually gets 2 attacks. So it's
Wait. I only have
This is his worst
10 hit points. I'm already dead.
You're dead. So basically, you feel something pop then, and you crumple to the ground on 0 hit points.
So ends the story of Jean Mallarmé.
Okay.
So did the broom sweep the leg?
No, it was a pop. It was a pop in the gut and a crumple to unconsciousness. Kellen,
What did it
you're
pop?
up. I don't know, something vital, I imagine.
Oof.
Oh,
Kellen, it's your up.
I'm going to run away.
Ignominy. Yeah, good idea. Let's all get out of here. Don't mess with that broom.
All right, I'll attack with my axe.
Yep.
And I'll enter rage again.
Okay. Does that have issues if you continually enter rage? I'm not too sure.
Well, I only get 2 before a long rest.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Are you sure you want to use that on a broom?
Oh my god.
This is a dangerous broom,
Apparently.
but I missed.
You missed. Okay.
I'm guessing 7 misses.
You are correct. That was a good guess. Okay, that's you then. In your rage, Lord Talfin, you're up.
Does an 11 hit?
It does not hit, no.
Okay.
Oh,
So
dear.
in a panic, I just fire a bolt of fire at the roof of the small room.
Okay.
I'm glad I'm dead. I'm glad I'm missing this.
Okay, Master Sonna.
Can I grab it and sort of try and break it over my knee?
Well, the problem is it's basically a broom closet that we're in here, and Kellen is and the body of Jean is they're taking up the majority of the closet, so you can't actually get into melee range with it at the moment.
But I only have darts, so that's a bit pointless.
Okay.
So I can't take a swipe with my sword either.
No, it's you just can't get in at it at the moment, unfortunately. You can. What you can do is you can ready an action. I think we discussed that before, where you can say you're going to do something on a certain condition being met. You could do that.
Or revive a friend.
You could probably reach an arm in to pull out a Jean if you wanted to do that, I guess.
Yeah, I'll probably do that because there's no point in just clogging up the entire entrance of this broom cupboard. So I try and drag out Jean.
Yeah, okay, I'll give you that. You sort of grab him by the ankle, pull him out? Are you? You can tell that he is in a very bad state, shallow breathing. There is a potential that this could be fatal. You are aware you could try and administer some rudimentary healing to sort of stabilize him if you want to.
Can I do that?
Yes, you can. You can take a medical check.
Okay.
I'm trying to find my details on taking a medical check.
Ooh, natural 20.
Well, there we go.
And I just wax and polish.
Now I've lost my information on how this works. Medicine.
Sean is completely healed.
No, I'm going to have to hit the rule book for this one because I suspect that you get something on a natural 20. Normally what would happen is that he would stabilize, but I think, in fact, we're just going to go with it. We're going to say that because of... So what's Master Sonna actually doing here to revive him?
I don't even know if she would immediately try to revive him because he's probably still breathing, so like groaning, clutching his face kind of thing. So he's obviously still alive, and it's sort of taking in how much damage has actually been done to him. And
okay, all right. Well, we're saying then that whatever Master Sonna does, Jean, it actually revives you back to 1 hit point. So you're lying on the floor, prone, with 1 hit point of health.
Wow.
Nice.
I'll look that up later. Seems appropriate for a natural 20. And Jean, it's actually your turn. So what would you like to do?
Can I cast Healing Word on myself?
Well, you can, certainly.
Okay. So I feel this strange tingling feeling again, and I speak a magic phrase that I've never heard before, but it seems the right one, and I heal myself.
Okay. Does that look? Does anyone see anything? Is there any visual effect of that, or is it?
Mostly, I'm smiling as if to myself, as if I'm remembering the refrain of a forgotten song. Phil, when you cast a spell, how do you do it?
Do you have
point your finger and unleash fire?
Okay.
So Healing Word, do you know how much it revives somebody for?
I was trying to look it up before. I think I found it. Hold on. 1d4 plus your spellcasting ability.
Okay, and your spellcasting ability will be on your character sheet. I think you'll have a spell page.
I have a spell page.
Hopefully.
So it doesn't say. Is it +5 spell attack bonus?
Yes, that's it. So you just you get that on yourself now straight away. So your whatever you said there, Healing Word gives you +5.
Oh, +5, but for points. No, it's real 4. It's 4. 3 plus 5 is 8.
Okay.
So that's 9.
Yeah, you're back up to 9.
Great, thank you.
No problem. You also have a movement. You could stand up if you wish.
I do stand up and I say, "Where's my hat? What happened to my... Did you drag me out and leave my hat behind, madam? I can't believe that hat was...
It's
precious.
on the broom.
The broom has that? I am going to kill that broom. Can I get a shot with my...
No, you're... Healing Word.
My crossbow? I'm very good with it.
I actually think you can. I believe Healing Word is a bonus action, but I'm just going to check that for you.
Okay.
I could be wrong. By the way, that Healing Word is it's a level 1 spell, so that means you've used one of your 2 level 1 spells that you can cast. But Healing Word is a bonus action, so you actually can get a shot off.
Okay.
No, it's under slight cover because of the fact that it's behind Kellen, basically. So you have to. I'm giving it. It's a bit tougher to hit because it's your pals in the way.
All right, Kellen, don't worry. I won't hit you. I just hold still. Hold still. Here we go. I'm not going to hit you. 18.
18 still hits it. Absolutely. Do you want to? Let's see. First
1d8 1d8 plus 2. 5.
5 damage. So actually, what happens is the quarrel just goes completely through the brush of the the bristles of the brush, but it takes it takes a whole load of them with it, and you can see it visibly sag. It's sort of levitating around at the moment. But you see it visibly sag as that happens. Okay, so top of the round, and it's the broom's turn again. So it continues to whack. This time at Kellen though. So it's going to go for the fish slap around the face again to see if that works on you. I think it might do because the first attack is 24 versus AC.
Ooh, this
that
vicious.
misses. That misses.
24 versus AC?
Yeah, I miss. Okay, I take my damage.
That's 5 bludgeoning damage. The next one is only 13 versus AC.
That'll miss.
Yeah, so 5 bludgeoning damage to the face again.
And I'm still in my rage, correct?
Yes. Oh, yes. So that's only 3 then for you. Cool.
All right. Well,
Okay.
I'm gonna
Kellen, it's your turn.
my axe time. Natural 20.
Wow. Critical hits. So you get to roll your damage twice.
Before I add the bonus.
That's right. Roll the dice twice and then just add the normal bonus.
Okay. 25.
Oh my god.
Would you like to describe the end of this broom's existence, please?
Kellen, just with the spittle still flying from his mouth, just turns the thing into a small pile of toothpicks with a great swipe of his axe.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sawdust, not even toothpicks.
There is no more broom. There is no broom. That's terrible. Sorry. Well done, guys.
Yay.
As I go to collect my top hat, I say to Master Suna, thank you for bringing me back from my, I don't want to say end, but very near to it. And thank you too, Master Stinky McRag. Thank you so much for felling that foul beast. It was a broom, right? We all noticed that a broom was attacking us.
Was it a broom? I'm pretty sure it must have been like 3 giants. Very strong build.
That was one tough broom.
Crit Faced is a weekly Dungeons & Dragons podcast. To make sure you never miss an episode, and to get an exclusive prequel episode of the podcast, where you can find out what our characters were up to before this adventure began, head over to critfacedpodcasts.com and join our Crit Faced fan group.